All right, so doing our team building activity this week, and I thought it'd be easier if I use video rather than write it down on paper because I teach science and not language arts. So here it goes. This week's activity is going to be called Signs, and the object of the game is to keep the rhythm going while still, I guess you could say, throwing your sign. Here's how it works. You're going to keep a 4-beat rhythm, and you can do whatever you want. But on the 4th beat, that is open for the student's sign. So what you'll do is you give the students an opportunity to pick a sign. It can be something real easy. Maybe it's a scratch on their face, or a tug at their ear, or a nod of their head, something like that. Each student's going to have their own individual sign. You can go around the room and talk to them, let them pick their sign, give them enough time and a chance to see their friends' signs and other people across the room. All right, so once you've done that, each student has their own sign. You will introduce to them the rhythm. So let's say, for example, I chose my sign to be this. Okay, so this is my sign. So I will start out, and the rhythm is going to be a 4-beat rhythm again. So it would be, let's start by slapping our hands on our legs, the top of our legs and our lap. And we'll clap twice, and then we'll throw the sign. So it's going to look something like this. Right? So what's going to happen is, let's say my sign is this, but I want to pass the imaginary ball, if you will, to someone across the room. So let's say I'm going to pass it to Ashley Gregory, and Ashley decided that her sign was going to be this. So in order for me to pass the imaginary ball, if you will, across the room to Ashley, I'm going to have to give her her sign. All right? So it would be something like this. Now Ashley, in rhythm, would have to give her sign back in order to receive the ball. So I would give, in rhythm, I would give her her sign. And Ashley then would have to receive it with her sign. All right? So let's back up. Give students enough time to give their sign and memorize a couple signs of students across the room. You'll introduce to them the 4-beat rhythm, so sign, they'd give their sign there. You're going to keep that rhythm up across the room. Now, if someone breaks the rhythm, they're out. Okay? And what we want to do is eventually get to where we have a small number of students, and eventually just hopefully 1 or 2 students by the end. All right? So, for example, Ashley's sign is this, and I'm going to give her her sign, and she'll receive it. It will look something like this. Now, for the other people who do not have the ball, they won't give their sign. Only those people, only the person that has the ball, imaginary ball, will give the sign, and they're going to pass it to someone else. And that person, in turn, afterwards, will give their sign in order to receive it. Okay? So, if you have any questions, feel free to call me, 1706, or email me. But I hope it helps. All right? So again, game's called Signs. Let the students pick their sign at the beginning of the class period. Show them the beat, the 4 beat with their sign on the last one, and then you'll pick a student in the room to start out, and they're going to give the 4 beats their sign, and the other person will have to receive it. The very next set of beats, they're going to have to pass it again. If they fail to do that, they're out. So let's try it, and if you have any questions, make sure you get this kind of in your mind. If you have any questions, feel free to call. All right?